Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is February 14th, 2024, and it's reported that Thomas Tuchel has offered himself to Barcelona. Also, Sergi Roberto could end up spending one more season at the club. And finally, it's reported that FC Everton have set a new price for Amadou Onana. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before I begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the Bet Us. Both links for kit bag and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now, beginning with the news that it's reported that Thomas Tuchel has offered himself to Barcelona. Now, as I've reported many times before, Joan Laporta is a big fan of the German school of thought, and as such, he has always admired German coach, among some Thomas Tuchel. Of course, there's also the names of Hansi Flick, Jurgen Klopp, and Nagelsmann. But before yesterday, Thomas Tuchel was not a possibility for Barcelona because he is the current coach of Bayern Munich. Plus, Bayern Munich released a statement severing any links between Thomas Tuchel and Barcelona. But as of yesterday, and as I reported in yesterday's video, there are reports in the German media now that there are many people within Bayern Munich who are considering sacking Thomas Tuchel. Now, Tuchel is currently not doing too well with Bayern Munich. They just lost against Bayer Leverkusen 3-0. They're currently sitting second in the Bundesliga table. They've also been knocked out of the German Cup. And as such, there are some within Bayern Munich who are considering sacking Thomas Tuchel at the end of the season or maybe even before. If that does happen, then Thomas Tuchel will become once again a viable option, or for the first time, a viable option for Barcelona. And it's reported that once Thomas Tuchel heard about the possibility of Barcelona considering him, that he became very ecstatic and very happy about the opportunity to manage Barcelona. And as such, he has offered himself to Barcelona through his entourage. Now, Joan Laporta had considered hiring Thomas Tuchel before when he sacked Ronald Koeman. However, at the time, it was not a possibility because Thomas Tuchel had a contract with Chelsea. But if he does end up getting sacked, this would put him much closer to Barcelona than before, because without a contract, it's a bigger possibility, or it's a better chance that Barcelona could sign him. But of course, it doesn't mean they're going to sign him. Barcelona are still considering other names such as Hansi Flick, who doesn't have a contract, and of course Nagelsmann, who if he does renew his contract with the German national team after the Euros, he would be also without a contract as well. Now, more news because it's reported that Sergi Roberto could end up spending one more season at the club. Now, Sergio Roberto's contract expires at the end of the season in the summer of 2024. And Xavi Hernandez has requested that Barcelona renew the contract of Sergio Roberto or extend the contract of Sergio Roberto. But once Xavi Hernandez resigned, it seemed that Barcelona were not going to extend the contract of Sergio Roberto. But now there are reports saying that some people within the club are happy with Sergio Roberto's new role, where he has become a leader in the locker room. He has also become a mentor for the youngsters, where he has been helping the youngsters develop. And as such, some people within the club are happy with his new role and would be willing to extend his contract by one more season, especially since Sergio Roberto's salary is incredibly low. I think he earns something like a Barca Athletic player, and he's even willing to lower it even more, which of course that means they would not affect the financial fair play. So some people within the club are considering extending Sergio Roberto's contract by one more season. Now, more news because it's reported that Barcelona are seriously considering counting on Julen Araujo for next season. Now, Barcelona signed Julen Araujo in the winter transfer market of 2023. They were unable to register him on time, so he spent the second half of that season just training. And once this season began, Barcelona sent Julen Araujo on loan to Las Palmas so he can get some taste of first division football. And ever since, Julen Araujo has been doing really well with Las Palmas. He has started 17 times under Garcia Pimienta. He has also played a total of 20 matches where he has scored 2 goals. And he has been doing really well, not only defensively, but offensively as well. And as such, Barcelona have been receiving a lot of positive reports from Julen Araujo, especially from Bojan Krkic, whose new job is to track Barcelona's loan players. And given that Barcelona have been receiving so much positive feedback, they're now seriously considering counting on him next season. Of course, he will be coming back at the end of the season because there's no option or obligation to buy in his contract. It's reported that Barcelona will give Julen Araujo the opportunity in the summer in order to earn his spot on the first team and to prove that he's indeed Barca material. Now, more news because it's reported that we have a new price for Everton's midfielder, Amadou Onana. Now, Everton had initially asked 90 million euros for the 22-year-old Senegalese-Belgian midfielder. However, it became obvious that nobody was willing to pay that much. And as such, Everton have now lowered their expectations, and they are now asking for 70 million euros for their star midfielder. Now, as I've reported before, Barcelona have set a priority to reinforce the pivot position in the summer. They want to sign a world-class player. It's reported that Onana is Deco's favorite option for the pivot position, given his physicality and how strong he is. And as such, Barcelona are willing to make an offer for Onana, but Barcelona can only afford 40 million euros for the defensive midfielder. So for this to work, Amadou Onana is going to have to choose Barcelona in order to try to force Everton's hand to negotiate with Barcelona. Now, of course, this is not going to be easy because not only does Barcelona need the player to choose them, but there's also plenty of competition out there. And in fact, it's been reported that Chelsea have already began moving for the signing of Onana, and they've already made a 30 million euro offer to Everton, which is expected to be rejected. But of course, it would not surprise me if Chelsea do offer a lot more because after all, they have much, much deeper pockets than Barcelona currently do. Now, we will end today's video with the news that Lamine Yamal will officially become the new face of Adidas. Now, as I reported before, Adidas had contacted Lamine Yamal and made him a huge offer, a huge contract offer, so he can become their biggest icon or their biggest face for the future generation. Of course, Adidas has always had a deal with Messi where he was their biggest icon, but of course, Messi will eventually retire. So Adidas have been looking for someone to be the next icon, and they have chosen Lamine Yamal. And today it was reported that Lamine Yamal had flown to Germany to meet with Adidas to visit their headquarters, their factory, etc. And after that meeting, Lamine Yamal has agreed to sign the sponsorship with Adidas, which means that he will become Adidas's next big icon, and taking over Lionel Messi. And who better to take over Lionel Messi than yet another product of La Masia? Anyways, that is all the news for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.